When you have a limited belief about money, you do not share the value of things that cost other people money because you're afraid of what they're going to say. By show of hands, be honest, and I have a really high BS meter, so I'm going to know if you're lying to me. By a show of hands, how many of you have been petrified of sharing Essential Rewards because you don't want to say $50 a month? Okay. You all have limited beliefs about money. If that person has access to the internet or to a car, they can find $50 a month. If I don't care how much their paycheck is, the average person spends more than $300 a month on personal care, cleaning, and supplements, do they not? So let me ask you guys a question. Do you love your Essential Rewards points? Yes. You love them, right? You love them, you look at them, I dream about them. Speaking of dreams, has anybody else been lusting, pretending that these are full of Idaho blue spruce? Your limited mindset might stop you from sharing that $300 a month is a minimum spending we should be setting for our teams. Because replacement buying is powerful. It is powerful. And if you lack that belief deep inside of yourself that value is not judged by money, let me tell you what value is. Value is only really judged by the things you cannot replace. You cannot replace your loved ones, and you cannot replace your time. Everything else, there's an abundance in the universe. There's an abundance of money. Mary Young says it all the time. It's on the table. You have to get it. We're not communicating clearly with our teams if we think they're limited in funds. They're not limited in funds. You're limited in the passion, in the conviction to get out of your head. Forget what your dad taught you. By the way, those of you whose dad said money doesn't grow on trees, he's never been to a lavender field because I'll show you where money grows. So why did we get stuck? Have you guys heard of stuck silver syndrome? I hope not. We get stuck. I'm gonna swing back around here. Lynn, it was Lynn in the room. Lynn, I have to talk to you. She was phenomenal. Here's why we get stuck. I want you to imagine your path with Young Living. You know those, what do you call them? You guys want to play charades?
Runway?
No, okay, like the walkways at the airport.
Oh,
okay? Yes, the moving walkways. And you feel like Superman. You're like, man, I could be a professional walker. Like, I got this. And then you get off and you're like, oh gosh, the ground feels so different. Okay? Your path on Young Living is like one of those walkways, but it's made out of a material that's more like a trampoline. This is why you get stuck. On a trampoline, you keep your energy going. You keep your energy going. Every step creates buoyancy for the next step and the next step. You get stuck because you stop moving. That's the only reason we get stuck. There's no such thing as you like falling into a dark hole. You stopped. Wow, she's a really hard pill to swallow. You stopped. What happens when you stop on a trampoline?
Bounce around.
You sink. And that first push is a little harder, isn't it? Whereas if you just keep going, it's buoyant and it's easier. How an abundance mindset increases your Essential Rewards? A higher perceived value. The way your team perceives the value of product is the stability of your organization. A higher perceived value leads to dreaming. Because when you talk about products like they are life-giving, Other people want that life-giving. They'll start dreaming. How many of you, especially when you first started, would put thousands of dollars worth of products into your cart, and then the day before it's processed, you're like, delete. But that dreaming, that's what we want for our people. We want them to say, you know what? When I can, I'm going to have this for my family, and this for my family, and this for my family. So they start making lists. They start making lists in their heads. Eventually, those lists leads to orders. Orders leads to loyal members, and your loyal members are your next business builder. Your next silver under you might be somebody who's on Century Rewards right now, and they've never enrolled anybody. People on Century Rewards are more likely to share the product. You know why? They've already met the minimum to receive their compensation, right? People on Century Rewards are already in love with the product. So we got to get them there first. This is why I wanted to thank Lynn. Not enough leaders are talking about Rising Star Team Bonus. Rising Star Team Bonus shows stability in your organization. You guys, I was not an overnight success at all. I had 0 social media following. I had 87 Facebook friends when we started. I taught class after class after class after class. I have had more no-shows than most of you have had classes. Lots of classes. Rising Star Team Bonus is this little magic pill nobody's talking about. Let's talk about why. How many why does Rising Star Team Bonus? Okay. So what does that make? Structure, setting them up for Royal Crown. What do you have to have? What's a qualification to receive all of Rising Star Team Bonus? What's a qualification across the top? What do they have to do?
100 TV.
Somebody over here said it. They have to be on ER. ER. So what does that mean? That means you look at your team and you find that person and you start teaching them Rising Star. I teach Rising Star before I teach Silver. Because what that does is it turns their hearts to their team. Not just building 2 legs. It turns their hearts to their team. Let me help you. So step 1 is helping them understand why they need to be on Century Rewards and start sharing. And then you've got your second person, why they need to be on Century Rewards and start sharing. And you move down to your 7. Then you have stability. Hopefully in that time, because you're moving wide across your 7, you've identified your 2 who are most on fire, and hopefully at that point, they don't need you very much anymore. Century Rewards needs to be the most praised behavior in your team if you want to increase your percentage. I praise somebody getting on Century Rewards more than I praise them getting started or sharing their oils. And I have never once used the terminology, I sold a kit. I don't sell kits. I help people become members because their membership is powerful to them. Somebody can sell me anything. They can sell me a car. They can sell me an orange. This lifestyle is not a sale. It is a community that's going to pierce their soul and change their life. I don't say sold a kid. So to do this, we're going to Beyonce that. Did you know that Beyonce is now a verb? Just like Google is a verb? Every educational opportunity needs to have Century Rewards in a focus. The lifestyle leaves no product behind. There's only 2 products I haven't used. That's because they're for men. Every follow-up is ER focused. Every class ends with some type of savings breakdown, a promo explanation, or praise behavior about Century Rewards. Welcome. So those of you who have Facebook groups for your education, welcome your people with an ER goal. Hey, Heather Brock, welcome to our group. We'd love to give you some ideas on replacement buying to help you get your Century Rewards started. Maybe they're not on ER yet, but they'll go, what? Congratulate them when they join Essential Rewards. When you have team activities or contests, make it ER centered. Post a picture, share with us. Share the promo you get because you got to that 300 mark and so you got your promo. Share an oil or a product that you love that you got as a promo. You would maybe not have ordered on your own, but now you can't live without it. It's planting those seeds constantly. Train your team to praise ER members as the elite and desirable club without ostracizing the other members. Your Essential Rewards members are the cool kids. We've got to make it that way. And hitch the wagons in your organization to energy. For us personally, when people start with us, we encourage them to not create their own Facebook groups until there's enough activity in that, enough members to create activity every day. How many of you have seen 700 people start a Facebook group with 5, 6, 7 people? It's like suicide. If there's not activity every single day, guess what Facebook does? They hide it, right? The member doesn't see it. They don't engage. So how are you going to Beyonce that behavior if there's no energy in that way? So this is where you hitch your wagons to energy. So you plug your people into, and not all of you, because most of you are silvers or above, and so you already have enough energy. I'm sharing for your downlines. Most of your downlines need to hitch their wagon to your group until they're like, hey, you know what, I've got 150 members now. I think that would be enough energy to start my own group. You understand what I'm saying? No? Sorry, it's a joke. Value the product first. In spite of the fact that your personal brand is important, your personal brand is a prospecting tool. The product is your business. Your personal brand